One of the great benefits of ground up property development, as opposed to other types of property deals that you can do, is you can make significant chunks of money just from a single deal. In fact, we recommend that you don't really look at a deal unless you can make at least £100,000 profit from that. And because values vary from different parts of the country, what I'm going to do is basically outline how you size up that deal in order to make £100,000 profit. Incidentally, if you would like a copy of my book, You a Property Developer, I'm offering that for free at the moment. All I ask is that you pay for the price of postage and packaging. And you simply go to youapropertydeveloper.com. And incidentally, also, if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe these videos and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us no end. Find that actually only about 15% of the people who actually watch my videos have subscribed. So if you have not subscribed yet, then I really implore you to do that. We would like to get at least to 50% of our viewership as subscribers. So the first thing is we look at our profit goal. So we've established that we want to make £100,000 profit from our first deal. And what we're going to talk about is the build profit as opposed to the total profit for the site. We recommend that you make a build profit, and we recommend also, because you should find off-market land, that you make a land uplift value profit as well. But we're just going to keep this simple, and the build profit should be 25% of your gross development value. Gross development value being essentially the selling value of the total number of units within your site. So if you've got 5 units and they sell for 200,000, then that'd be £1 million. That would be your gross development value. And so we're talking about 100,000 gross, 25% it comes out of the gross development value, which means that the gross development value would be 400,000 in that example. So that's the first part. We've established that that's how we're going to get our profit. The second thing is we now need to say, how many houses do we need to build in order to achieve that gross development value, so that 400,000. So let's just assume we're in an area of the country where the values are lower and houses sell for, let's say, generally about 200,000. So therefore, in order to produce a gross development value of 400,000, we're going to need to build 2 houses. So 2 houses is what we are going to be, when we start looking for our sites, we're going to be looking for sites that can actually take at least two houses on it. And there's no reason why you can't look for more than that. We're talking about here as a minimum criteria. So now we've established we need 2 houses. The next thing we need to do is, which is the third thing, is we need to establish how much are those houses going to cost us to build. So in that process, then we're looking at what is the physical structure and the development costs of those areas. Again, I've got a video on that, and I'll put a link up in the description here, up in the link to the video so that you can have a look at that. There's lots of factors in there you need to consider when establishing what your what houses cost to build in your area, and that's very particular to your area, house types, and there's lots of different metrics, and we do incidentally have a solution to that, but you'll see that in that particular video as well. So now we've said, okay, whatever our cost of building here, and let's say, for example, that we are probably unrealistic, but let's say we're going to say it's going to cost £125,000 to build each of those houses, which means that it's going to cost us £250,000 to build those houses. So £250,000 in total to build those houses. And the next thing is we're going to look for land that can, first of all, take 2 houses on it. And then in addition to that, we need to then make sure that the size of footprint that we're going to put for those houses will fit onto that piece of land. And then the fifth thing is really we are going to negotiate that deal. And so therefore, what we're really finding here is that we've got a site that's going to be worth gross development value of 400,000. It's going to cost us 250,000 to build. We've got 100,000 profit, so we take all of that off the 400,000, which means that our land value in this particular situation is going to be 50,000. What that tells us is that that is the maximum that we can pay for that piece of land, and that's without achieving a land uplift value. What is more likely to be the case is that these houses are probably going to cost us more to build, it's probably going to have a higher GDV, and therefore you're going to achieve far more than your 100,000. So 100,000 seems like a nice chunk of money, but actually it's not a huge amount in terms of development. We would recommend that you typically go for 4 to 9 houses as development sites, and so therefore you can make very significant amounts of money, multiples of that 100,000, even in your first deal, because it's actually not that much more difficult to build 4 houses than it is to build 1 house. And so often what people do is that they focus on too small a site when there is really the potential to actually double and triple your money for relatively not much more effort than it does for one. So I kind of hope you found that useful. If you have, please like this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's lots of videos around here. There's over 200 videos on this site, so there's lots of free information for you to consume. So please subscribe, and that would be really beneficial for us. And if you would like a copy of my book, remember to go to youapropertydeveloper.com, where you can get a copy for free. And that's kind of all it is for this week. So I hope to see you next time when we produce the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.